You wake up in 1950. You're 20 again. With no identifiable paperwork, no house, no connections, only a suitcase filled with $50,000. What are you going to do? Ask Reddit. D. Anthony 12. Check infant death records from 20 years ago. Find a name you like. And then request the birth certificate. Presto. New identity. Don't try that now. Go to LA. Buy property at the edge of the popular areas. And sell it as the city grows. Repeat. Edit. Also figure out a way to avoid being drafted and sent to Korea. Also, make sure the birth certificate says you're at least 21. Otherwise banking and contracts might be impossible. Pinewind 108. 13,788. Why does everyone think IBM was traded in the 1950s? https finbox.com/nice. IBM Explorer first _trade date. IBM isn't even in the 100 oldest. https stockanalysis.com/list/oldest-companies/ You want Coca-Cola and Geico, folks. Pissy Millennial 312. I'd hope to God the 50K is dated 1950 or earlier. LMAO JESSE 24,157. To put inflation in perspective, my dad bought a house in the Portland West Hills for $2,400 in 1961. He made 4 payments of $600 from his wages as a machinist. I looked on Zillow a couple of years ago. And that house is now worth $2,100,000. $50,000 was a lot of money in 1950. Flevin T5. 12,491. Buy property on Las Vegas Boulevard. Gen Pablo Escobar 2. 8,198. I'd invest my money as much as possible. Then go to rock and roll concerts. I'd love to see Buddy Holly, Richie Valens. Hopefully I can make it to the 60s to see the Beatles, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and attend Woodstock. Of course. Gothic_Vampira 965. 2,164. The same thing we do every night. Pinky. Risky Queso 3,506. Work a menial job and invest in IBM. Brandon Diaper 4,300. For the Americans voting in 2024 election, does Kamala Harris get your vote? Why or why not? Ask Reddit. Asunta Fontunatu. Sure, but if you think Reddit will give you a good temperature on America, you are out of your mind. So what _ I don't care. 30,859. Alright, so according to Reddit 98% will vote for Harris. Do_Zelf_normal 12,111. Asking Redditors if they will vote blue no matter who. Can't imagine how this will turn out. Chris King 0997. 4,239. The Democratic candidate is just as irrelevant today as it was last week. The 2024 presidential election has boiled down to yes Trump or no Trump. Daisy Cutter 312. 4,196. The people you need to hear from aren't on Reddit. Goon Squad Goose 148. You're on Reddit, you already know the answers you're going to get. Ironjam 69, 295. You're essentially asking Reddit if they're voting for Trump. Nobody is going to give you a different answer here because they'll be downvoted to hell. Peralta 2,882. What can be unburdened by what has been? These comments are wild. 7 even slots, 1395. What show doesn't require needing to get through the first few episodes, seasons, before it gets good? Ask Reddit. Ashamed Economics 2020. Mindhunter, casket_fresh, 2,422. Chernobyl, trick_horse_13, 9,724. Band of Brothers, Neat Butterscotch 670, 6406. Orphan Black. Starts at 100 miles per hour and just speeds up from there. 01001101011001001, 2786. Reservation Dogs. Only 3 seasons and it just finished this fall. Great at balancing drama with comedic moments. Main themes are dealing with grief and generational trauma while maintaining relationships in a community, and it is a work of art. Charming Babix. 1907. Season 1 of True Detective, I Was Bored Enough, 2250. Fallout. Even people that know nothing about the games have said they enjoyed it. Valtboy 23, 5490. I recall The West Wing being absolutely fantastic from the get-go. _spin_cycle_ 3593. What historical fact you find insane is not commonly known? Ask Reddit. Throwaway 1283415. Between 1864 and 1870, Paraguay fought a war with Brazil, Uruguay and Argentina that by some estimates killed as much as 70% of its population, with up to 90% of its adult male population dying or fleeing the country. Forco Bold Sinicote. 5931. Abraham Lincoln's son, Robert Todd Lincoln, was present at 3 different presidential assassinations. After McKinley, he decided not to accept any more invitations. Remote Building 3208. 5858. The Pony Express lasted only a year and a half. Civil Resolution 3662, 1732. For people in the UK, it's that blackcurrants and blackcurrant flavor are largely unknown in the USA. In the UK, everything purple is blackcurrant flavored, not grape. The reason is blackcurrants carry a fungus that is lethal to white pine, which is one of the USA's top timber exports. JXG 995. 1498. Ancient Romans would put sandals on the hands of sleeping people, then tickle their face so they would slap themselves. Whimsical Whisperer. 9241. Many people know about Neanderthals, but there were also other human species as well. Homo heidelbergensis and Denisovans, the other ones that we know of that exited in the time of Homo sapiens. Space_llama_karma. 259. More people died during the production of the V2 rocket than were killed by it as a weapon of war. Edit. Accuracy. Tim_to_Tarak. 2076. Abraham Lincoln and Charles Darwin were born on the same day. Idea_not_loading. 2653.